What if I told you that there was a simple AI-powered service that you could sell to businesses one time and they would pay you between $97 to $697 every month for years to come? Well, I've been doing what I just mentioned for over 3 years now, and I have clients that I landed 3 years ago that are still paying me to this day, and it's because I offer them a service that gets them more leads, saves them hours of time every week, and makes them more money for their business. And all you need to sell this simple AI service is a phone, a laptop, and a Wi-Fi connection, and as long as you have that, you can do this from anywhere in the world. But in this video, I'm not just going to tell you about this model and make you figure it out yourself. I'm actually going to show you a full tutorial on how to start offering this AI service today so that you can make semi-passive income for years to come, work from anywhere in the world, and help businesses grow in return. So first off, what is this AI service that we offer to businesses and what does it do for them? This is probably a business model that you haven't heard of before because I haven't seen anybody else on the internet talking about it, but what we're offering is something I like to call smart websites. Think of it like a normal website, but way better looking. It captures almost every lead, it ranks on Google, and it has a back-end AI and automation software hooked up to it that follows up with leads and clients on autopilot. And you might be thinking, doesn't every business already have a website that does these things? Well, you'd probably be surprised how many businesses have bad, non-functional websites or just no website at all. But don't take my word for it. Let me show you really quick how needed this service actually is. So I pulled up Google Maps and I typed in landscapers near me, and literally the first business on the list doesn't even have a website. So they would be an ideal candidate to reach out to. We can click on their profile, find their number, reach out to them there. Let's go to the next one that does have a website. Let's just take a quick view of their site. Pretty bad looking website if you ask me. There's no like form or anywhere they can capture leads. Maybe on this get a quote page. Even on the get a quote page, there's not even a lead capture or a form they can fill out. It's just like phone number and email. Let's keep going down the list here. This one, Freedom Landscape LLC, is the third one on the list, and looks like they don't even have a website. It's just gonna pull up their Facebook page. So another ideal candidate for our smart websites. Mo Bros LLC, let's check this one out. They've only got 2 Google reviews, so they could definitely improve there. Looks like it's just another Facebook page. The next one down, Anderson Curb and Landscape. Maybe decent looking website, not terrible. But look, that's where it ends. It's literally like 3 scrolls down and it's over. They do have a couple other service pages though. And then they've got like a form here, which that's at least something that's better, but still just a very basic website. Just wanted to show you these examples of like how many people either don't have a website at all, like this one, the Facebook pages, 2 of them had Facebook pages instead of using their websites, like no website here. If you keep going down, you'll find lots that have no websites. These were the ones at the very top. These are the ones that are ranking the best, and their websites are still like pretty bad looking and not very optimized like our smart websites would be. As you can see, most businesses have websites that just look bad, don't rank on Google, don't capture leads, and don't have any AI automation hooked up to them. And then there's a lot that just don't have websites at all. And this is where we can come in and solve this big issue, building them a new smart website for their business. But don't worry, building smart websites isn't as hard as it sounds because we can use website templates and copy and paste systems for each client that we land. And we can build these websites and these systems using a software called GoHighLevel. And quick disclaimer, the GoHighLevel software does cost money. It's $297 per month, but it allows you to get unlimited smart website clients for that single price. And GoHighLevel also doesn't take any of your profits from your clients that you get. If you get 10 clients paying you $300 a month each for your smart website subscriptions, you'll be making a full $3,000 a month, and all you have to pay is just your $297 per month GoHighLevel subscription. But if you're wanting to jump in and try selling smart websites, you actually don't have to pay for GoHighLevel right away. You can get a 30-day free trial of it down below this video with my link. And if you use my link, I'll jump on 2 free Zoom calls with you every week for as long as you need, and I'll help you get your first paying smart website client before your free trial is even over. But before we can start making money selling smart websites, we need to pick the niche or the business types that we'll be reaching out to. And from my experience, there are 2 main categories of niches that are easier to sell than others. The first category are low ticket appointment-based businesses. These would include businesses like your salons, your barbershops, car detailers, window washers, carpet cleaners, etc. These businesses are great because we can fully automate their businesses through our smart websites. Because we can put a calendar on their website where their clients can pay and book appointments. Then we have the automated text reminders and emails that send out before that client shows up for their appointment. And then we can automate a text with a Google review request to go out after the client's appointment a few hours later. This will fully automate their business, which will free up a ton of their time, therefore making them more money in return. And when you land these types of clients, they almost never cancel because their entire business runs through their smart website. But low ticket appointment businesses aren't the only niches that work. The next category of niche that are super easy to land and really benefit from the smart websites are high ticket home service providers. Examples of these businesses are your landscapers, plumbers, electricians, contractors, roofers, solar companies, etc. These types of businesses heavily benefit from SEO, which is what our smart websites do. It'll help them rank higher on Google above their competitors. And if we can help them get just one extra deal per month through our smart website SEO boost, then our services will pay for itself multiple times over. But once you've decided which niche category speaks to you the most, I want you to pick 3 related sub niches within that. For example, if you like the low ticket appointment based businesses, then you might pick beauty salons, barbershops, and nail salons as the 3 niches you'll focus on. And the reason I say pick 3 niches is so that you can get referrals from your active clients. For example, if you land a beauty salon client and you ask them for a referral of another beauty salon owner in the area, then they're probably not going to want to refer you to their competitors. But if you ask if they know any other barbers or nail salon owners that could benefit from a smart website, then they'll happily refer you over to them because they aren't direct competitors. So picking 3 related niches creates a great referral network where you can easily get clients just by asking your current client base. But now that you've decided on your 3 niches, we need to set up a few smart website templates to have ready to show our potential clients. And the great part about the GoHighLevel software where we build our smart websites is that they have over 1,000 website templates that we can use to create our smart websites off of. Let me show you a few quick examples of some GoHighLevel website templates and how you can get them set up and ready to show your prospects. Here inside of HighLevel, under the Sites tab and then under the Websites tab, you can click New Website right here, and then we can click From Templates and click Continue. And then we can view all of the templates that GoHighLevel has available. Like I said, there's like 1,000 of them or a little bit over 1,000 of them. You can search by niche. So if your niche is landscaping, then you can type in landscaping. I butchered that. There we go, landscaping. And there's like 2 websites, templates for landscaping. We can preview them. We can pick the one that we like and that we think looks the best that we want to maybe present to one of our prospects. And it'll just give us a quick preview right here once it's done loading. We can take a quick preview of it just like this. I think this one looks pretty solid. It's very photo heavy. It's got lots of images, which is good because people want to see like previous work that these landscapers have done. Once you find one that you like, you can click continue right here. We can import this template right into this account inside of GoHighLevel, and then we can start editing this website and changing it to our liking. GoHighLevel is really easy to use. Their website builder, it's very drag and drop. Any element on the page you can simply click on and we can change the text on the page. A yard you'll love coming home to. So you can change literally any of the text on the page. This button right here, it says get a quote. Over on the right is where we can style this button. So if we wanted to change the color of it, we can go down here where the screen is showing. We could change it to be a blue button or whatever color we want. We can add our own custom colors, a red button, and then we can change like what the button says right up here at the top. It says get a quote. We could change it to like contact us super easily. Then we can like move it to the right or to the left. We can change the font size of it over here. Same with like any other text on the screen. But if we want to change the font size, we can change it on desktop view and on mobile view as well. If we want to switch over to mobile view, we'll just click here and switch it over to mobile. And then we can see what the website looks like on a mobile phone. Very simple website builder to use. If you want to drag elements and maybe create a whole new like section, we can click this little green plus sign and we can create a whole new full width section right here. Then we can add rows inside of it. So we could do like 2 columns right next to each other. And then inside of the columns, we can add all these different types of elements, a headline, a subheadline of text, a paragraph, a bulleted list. We can do buttons, forms, we can add a lead form in here. We can do blogs, just so many different things you can add to your websites and customize them with. But let's say we wanted to do like some sort of image here on the left, like an image feature. And then on the right, we wanted to do some text. We could do a headline. And then below it, we can click the little orange plus sign. The orange boxes are the actual elements, like the images, the text, the buttons. And then we can add another subheadline below that, and then below the subheadline we could do a paragraph, or we could do a bulleted list where enter, we can type out more stuff like that. It's a very simple website builder to use. Any of these elements, like let's say we wanted to add the image here, it's just a placeholder for right now. We'll go over to the right and we'll click this little image button right here. And then we can upload our own images. We can upload them from our computer. I got this little thumbnail here already uploaded. You can throw your image in, boom, just like that. Super simple to use. And then if you want to change this background to be a different color or an image, you can select the green background box here. We can change that to be a different color if we want to make it black or purple or just whatever colors look good. And we can choose from the colors of our template already that are in here already. It's just super easy software, very drag and drop, super easy to make edits to. If you wanted to change up here where your customer's logo is at or your your potential customer, maybe before you jump on a call, you can throw their logo on the website when you show it to them, just to make it feel like it's more like already theirs. You can go here and you can upload a logo, put their logo on it before you jump on that Zoom call to try to sell them this smart website. These websites are super easy to design. There's 1,000 templates, like I said, that you can use inside of GoHighLevel already, and you can just customize them, change them the way you want them to look. And I also offer, if you use my 30-day free trial link to GoHighLevel down below this video, I have over 60 plus custom smart website templates. They're already fully built out. They've got like 15 plus pages on them already. In a lot of people's opinions, way better looking than the website templates that you'll find here inside of GoHighLevel's library. You'll have access to over 60 of those, and we're always adding new ones to it every week. Those are just a free bonus you get just for using my 30-day free trial down below. So if you want more smart website templates that potentially look better than the ones here, then you can sign up with my link and get those completely free inside of my private HighLevel Vault community. That's how you can use templates and easily design and use the website builder inside of GoHighLevel to spice them up and make them look the way you want and get them ready to show to your prospects. Now that we know how to use templates to design the smart websites and make them look good, we'll want to optimize them for SEO so that our clients actually rank on Google. Ideally, when we build a smart website for a client, we want that website to be SEO optimized so we give our clients the best chance of ranking in their local area above all of their competitors. And a great way to do that on our smart websites is to create these service pages for different keywords that our client is trying to rank for. So if our client is an architecture firm, they might do residential architecture, commercial architecture, and sustainable and smart design. Maybe these are 3 different keywords that when people go to Google and type in, this business wants to be found at the top 4, right? We can create these individual service pages, and when we create a page that has our keyword in the headline, it'll show Google that we're trying to rank for that keyword. And then it'll also have this keyword throughout the paragraphs and throughout the text on the page. Basically, we are sending really good signals to Google that it's like, hey, we have a whole page specifically dedicated to residential architecture, so we're trying to rank for that word. And then Google will put us as a priority above other architecture firms that maybe don't have a specific page on their website specifically for residential architecture. So doing these service pages, you can literally just copy and paste and duplicate them, which I'll show you how to do here in a sec. This is the next one. It looks just like the first one. This one's commercial architecture, but the page looks identical to the first one. We're just changing the headline and some of the text throughout the page to match and talk more about commercial architecture. And then sustainable and smart design. This one's going to look the same layout and everything, but it's just going to be changed up slightly, changing the little background image here and changing some of the text throughout the page. That's it. And so to duplicate these pages, you just need to create one first and create your residential architecture one first here inside of GoHighLevel. And once you've created that page, you'll simply click add new page, build the page out. You can even duplicate another page by clicking clone. So if you want it to kind of look somewhat like your home page, you can just copy your home page, change a few things on it, give it that layout that you want it to look like. And once you've built like your residential architecture page, that's your first service page from this drop down menu right here, then you can just duplicate it. So then you can click clone. You'll just select clone page in this website and it'll create a clone of it. Once you've created a clone of it, you'll just want to rename it. So you'll go here, go to settings, and then you'll just rename that page. So now it'll be like, it'll say residential architecture clone. You'll just change it to then be commercial architecture, and then all the other keywords that you're trying to rank for. So we're creating individual service pages for all the different services that our client offers. Some of them, some clients have like 10 to 20 service pages because they offer 20 different services. Like landscapers offer a lot of different things. And so there might be 10 different service pages for a landscaper. But this just sends great signals to Google that these are the keywords we're trying to rank for because we have a page specifically dedicated for that keyword and that service. And then the second thing you can do that's really beneficial for SEO is these location pages. You can see these ones are just templatized, right? So we just have location 1, location 2, and so on. But you'll actually throw in the location names on each of these. So location 1, let me click on that one. So basically where it says location 1, you would switch that out with, for me example, I'm in Idaho. So I would do like Idaho Falls, serving Idaho Falls with vision. Throughout the page, any place where it says location 1, we would put Idaho Falls. So now we have a page specifically dedicated to a specific city that we do business in. This also will send signals to Google that we are based in these locations, and we'll get better ranking in those areas because we have pages specifically dedicated to every city that we serve for our business. And this works really, really well for local SEO. If you've got like 5 different local towns, make a page for each of them. And you can do the same thing for these ones. You make location page 1, and then you just clone it again. Like I showed you before, clone this page. It'll create a duplicate of it, and then you just switch out the city names in it, and it makes it super fast to build out 10 different location pages super quickly. Same thing as the service pages. Once you've created these service pages, these location pages, there's another part of our SEO, which is going to be our SEO metadata, which we're going to do on every single page of our website. So up here at the top, you can switch between all the different pages of your site super quickly. But what we're going to do is we're going to click this little button right here that says SEO Metadata, and we're going to enrich the SEO of each page of our website. We can throw in content. So we could title this page, this is the home page, right? So we would just title this one the name of the business probably. So ArcNova, architecture design, or put the name of the business right here. A quick description. So you would just type in ArcNova is an architecture design firm located in, and you could put a few different cities that you're trying to rank in. We offer residential, so you can throw in some of the services. We offer residential, commercial, sustainable architecture design in the description there. And then for the keywords, you can actually plug in keywords here. So we could do residential, architecture, comma, and then you'll just separate them by commas and then a space. Then we would do commercial architecture, comma, and then we could do like sustainable design. I don't know if that's one of the service. I can't remember what the 3 service pages we had there earlier. You can actually tell GoHighLevel here where we're building it. These are the keywords we want to rank for, and Google will be able to see this, and we can start ranking better for these keywords. So we can throw a few in there. You don't want to probably put more than like 10 different keywords in this. A few is fine. Author is just going to be the name of the business owner, your client, and social image. You'll just put in the logo of the business here and upload that by clicking this button and uploading it. Links and tags, canonical links you'll want to plug in. This is just the main pages of your website. So the main pages typically that we'll want to put emphasis to for our ranking are home, about, and contact. Those are like probably the 3 main ones for this one. So we'd put in arcnova.com if that's the domain, and then that's going to be the home page. So we'd add that one. Then we'd add another one, which will be arcnova.com/about. That's our about page if once we hook up our domain, right? And this one would be arcnova.com/contact us, or whatever the path is on the end. We can set that and GoHighLevel. So now we're basically telling GoHighLevel or telling Google these are the main pages. So if our other pages rank, we want to basically put emphasis on our home page, about page, and contact page so they can also rank with our other pages as well. Custom meta tags, you don't really have to do anything for there. And then language, obviously you want to put the language of your client, where they're located. And we need to do this on every page. So you would click update SEO metadata right there. And then you'd go next to the contact us page, and you would go and edit it there as well. And you need to do that on every single page, which really just enriches the SEO, like the back end SEO of our website, and gives us the best chance of ranking on Google in whatever local area our client is in. For my elite plan, which I charge $697 for my highest package, it's called my elite plan, which I'll show you later on in the video, my different packages and how to charge people at what prices. We have this software that I like to use called Search Atlas. It's an AI SEO software. I'll link a 7-day free trial down below this video if you guys want to try it out, and I'll link another video that shows my full Search Atlas SEO walkthrough. But this is an AI SEO software that'll handle 99% of our SEO for our clients for us. It's amazing. All we have to do is there's this pixel right here. It's called the auto pixel. It's just a line of code essentially. You can just copy that, and then you can take it onto your client's website. So you'll pull up your client's website after you've built it for them, and you'll go to the settings here at the top, and you can go to this head tracking code section and just paste the pixel in and then click save. What this does is it now allows Search Atlas, this AI SEO software, to control the SEO of the website, and it can make physical changes to the website on the on-page stuff, the off-page stuff, and really just enhance it and enrich it so that it ranks on Google a lot faster. It's way more accurate than a human would be because it's pulling from millions of search results across the internet. It's looking at competitors and the keywords their websites are ranking for, and it's helping your client's website rank above all the others, and it gives these AI suggestions of how your website can be improved. And all you have to do is click this button here. I don't know, this one says it's not engaged, but it is. All you have to do is click a button that says deploy. It'll deploy all these updates to your client's website within the click of a button. It handles all the SEO. It even integrates with their Google business profile. It'll update and create posts on the Google business profile and add Q&As. And anyway, it just is handling pretty much all the SEO for your client. I've got a full hour video I'll drop down below if you guys want to learn more about this. But this is something that I offer for my $697 per month clients. And it only cost me $85 a month. Basically pay for this software per client. Only $85 is coming out of my profit of $697. Amazing deal. And it saves up so much of your time. You no longer have to be an SEO expert in order to get really good SEO results for your clients. Search Atlas is a great software. I'll link that video down below if you're interested in it. But that's the whole flow of everything. Creating these service pages for their SEO, the location pages for their different areas that they're located in, doing the SEO metadata on the back end of the site once you're editing it. If your client really wants serious SEO and you're charging them your highest package plan, you can use this software called Search Atlas, which will handle all of the SEO for your client. And all you have to do is check up on it once a month month, spend 10, 15 minutes a month to manage your client's SEO. Another part of our smart websites that makes them stand out are the lead captures that we put on them to help our clients capture more leads. The first lead capture I'll show you how to implement on your client smart website is this chat widget bubble here at the bottom right. This allows leads to send a quick message in to a business and ask them a question. And what's cool is we can hook up an AI chatbot inside of GoHighLevel to this that'll message and answer questions that people ask on autopilot. But first I'll just show you how to create this chat widget so that you can add it to your client's website. You'll go into GoHighLevel and then you will go down to the Sites tab, and then up here at the top, this button that says Chat Widget. This is where we can create and customize our chat widget. You'll click New, and then we can do a live chat. If your client has the AI chatbot, you'll want to do the live chat. And if that's something you're The first lead capture I'll show you how to implement on your client smart website is this chat widget bubble here at the bottom right. This allows leads to send a quick message in to a business and ask them a question. And what's cool is we can hook up an AI chatbot inside of GoHighLevel to this that'll message and answer questions that people ask on autopilot. But first I'll just show you how to create this chat widget so that you can add it to your client's website. You'll go into GoHighLevel and then you will go down to the Sites tab, and then up here at the top, this button that says Chat Widget. This is where we can create and customize our chat widget. You'll click New, and then we can do a live chat. If your client has the AI chatbot, you'll want to do the live chat. And if that's something you're going to be offering, if you're just going to offer a normal chat widget where somebody sends a message and submits it into the business without any AI responding to it, then you'll do SMS chat. For this case, let's just do a live chat right here. And then inside of here, you can name the chat widget. You'll just name it like, whatever the name of the business is. So ABC, for let's say this business is called ABC Landscaping. So that's what we would just name the chat widget. Over here on the left, we can style it so we can make it look different. You can see down at the bottom left here, you can see what it's looking like as we're changing it, but you can pick the icon that you want. You can pick the color that you want. If none of these colors you like, you can pick your own custom colors and customize the widget window however you want it to look. And you can change the font of the text on it to match your website font. You can change what the message says. So all of that stuff there. You can change the image of this gal here to be an image of somebody else or the owner of the actual business of your client. And you can change the location of the chat widget on the website as people scroll. So if you want it in the bottom left instead of the bottom right, then you can pick where it goes on the website as people scroll. I usually just keep it at the bottom right. That's most common. And then we can customize the window itself, just like what it says here. Have a question, intro message is what the person or the chat widget person will say whenever somebody clicks on the chat widget. We can change the contact information. So if we want to collect name, phone number, and email, we can also collect email and also other custom fields that we want to collect other than those. We can also, change the button, send, I think is fine. There's a few other features here that you can change. Messaging as well, just after somebody sends a message, what you want it to say, so on. So we can change it, make it look exactly how we want it, and then we can just go ahead and save it up here. So now we've got our ABC Landscaping chat widget. Then we'll just go back to the Sites tab, go under the Websites tab, and then we'll open up our website. I've got one here that I had open earlier, which I've already put the chat widget on this one. But this is how you will put it onto the website is you just click on the website, you see all the pages that you've built out for your client, you'll go to settings, and then right here, you'll click your chat widget. This would be the ABC Landscaping one that I just built. You'll click that and then click save. And now our new blue chat widget will show up on our client's website when we open it up and refresh the website. It won't show when you're editing the website and when you click to the editor, but when you refresh it and you're looking at the live view of the website, you'll see now we've got our blue chat widget here and it's changed, to the blue one. So anyway, I'm going to go change this one back to our green one that we had before, live chat. So that's how you add the chat widget. Chat widgets are one of the most effective lead captures you can put on a website, believe it or not. A lot of leads just come straight to the chat widget here and they ask a quick question and they have to put in their name and their phone number in order to ask that question. And so just a really quick way to get leads and start helping people. Your clients can help their leads a lot quicker that way. The next lead capture I'll show you how to embed is going to be on the contact page typically, or for a lot of home service businesses, they'll put a form here right on the front page of the website in the hero section at the top, which is also very effective, but it just kind of depends on the preference of your client and what they want. Let's say they want the form right here on their contact page though. We can build this form inside of HighLevel by going under Sites and then up to Forms and then Form Builder. And we'll want to embed a form onto our client's demo site or a prospect's demo site so we can show them all these different lead captures. So when you're building out your demo website to show to prospects, we want to have the chat widget, the form, and these other ones that I'm about to show you as well. So we can create these forms. Let's just create, or I'll just pull up the one that I already have, but you'll just click Add Form up here. and then you'll click from scratch, or you can choose from templates that they have. You can check those out here and to see what like the different form templates look like. None of them are amazing, but if you like one of them, then you can use those. I'm just going to pull up one of the generic contact forms that I already have built, and we can add our own custom fields to this. So if we just want to gather normal contact info like name, email, phone number, and whatever message they have for us, and they click send, awesome. That's a really simple form, but we can customize this form. We can make it look different. And these are all the quick fields that we can add: full name, first name, last name, date of birth, phone, email. We can actually add payment to these, so we can collect payment if your client wants to collect payment through their website, address, city. All these different fields are just pre-populated ones that you can super quickly drag onto it. This one actually has a searcher, so if they start typing in their address, it'll finish it and like they can select the address. You could add address there, tons of different things you can plug onto these forms by default. But if there's a custom question, like let's say for a landscaper, they want to know how many square feet of yard somebody has. You know, maybe they're going to cut someone's yard and they need to price it based on how much square footage, and they want to get that from them on this form. We can go to custom field right here, not our quick adds, but our custom fields, click add. And there's different types of custom fields we can add, but let's do a single line of text. So basically we're just asking them to type out their answer. Click next. The field name would be the name of the question. So how many square feet is your yard? Question mark. Object, we always do contact, and group, we always do contact as well. And then for the placeholder, we can just do yard square footage, something like that. We can do the same thing for this pre-fill over here, and then go ahead and click save. Now we can use that field. It'll pop up here in just 1 second, and we can go ahead and drag that onto our form. And now we have another custom question that we just created ourselves. How many square feet is your yard? And people can go to this form and they can type in that answer with their submission. If we want this to be a required field, over on the right, you can click on any of these different fields and make them required or not. We just check required. So in order to submit the form, they have to fill out this field and these other ones that have the stars next to them, or else they won't be able to send in the form. If you want to change the button here to say submit instead of send, you'll just click on the button up here in the top right. This is where you style everything. You would just do submit, right? Just like that. And now it says submit. You can change the button color, the theme of the button. There's different themes here. So you can, these quick colors, you can make it look like that instead. You can customize your forms however you want. And you can click these little style and option buttons up here. And there's tons of different ways you can style it. Fonts, colors, and backgrounds. Literally any element on the form can be styled, and you can make it look exactly how you want it. So when you put it onto a website, it matches the vibe of the website and looks good on the site. But once you're done, you'll just click save up here, and then we can go and put this on a website now. So this one's called our generic contact form. Let's jump back into our landscaping website and pull that up. I need to go to the websites tab first, and then go to reliable landscaping irrigation. And then inside the website editor, we'll go to the contact page. That's where our form's going to show up, and that's where we want it to be. We've already got one here, as you can see, or actually this is the one we were just editing. But if this wasn't here, you can delete it. And where the box says add element, you'll click add element. You'll go to this button that says form. Now we have a form block there, and now we can select from our different forms. We'll select our generic contact form, and then boom, the form will pop up right there, and people can fill it out. And when they submit it, they'll be added as a lead inside of our client's sub account inside of GoHighLevel. That's how you add forms in GoHighLevel. Next up, let me show you how to add calendars. I'm not going to save this. I'm going to go back out. So calendars are pretty cool. There's a few different ways we can do them, but we'll go to the calendars tab and then calendar settings. And let's say this is like a landscaper who offers appointments that people can book for different things. Landscaping probably wouldn't be the best example of this, but let's say like a barbershop. You know, a barbershop offers normal haircuts. They offer haircut and shave. They offer haircut, shampoo, and shave. So those are different appointments that cost different amounts of money and maybe take different amounts of time. And so we can create a calendar for each of them. So I'm just going to click new calendar right here. We're going to do service booking calendar, and then right here where it says service name, we can just call this like haircut or whatever. Select a team member. I'm just going to select my VA Mike here as the staff member, but if Mike and Ray both offer this haircut, we could add both of them to this appointment. We'll just do Mike for all of these, and we'll just call this one haircut, and then you have to find one that's not taken. Let's just do haircut normal. All right, that one's fine. Let's say it takes 30 minutes for that haircut. We can also accept payments as well. If our client's payment processor is hooked up here, we can make somebody pay for this haircut as they're booking it on the website, but let's just do no payment for now. Let's say they pay whenever they get their haircut afterwards. And then you can set different times here, and you can go to advanced setting and get more detailed, but I'm just gonna make a quick appointment calendar here. So now we've got our haircut calendar, but let's say we have like multiple different types of haircuts, right? Let's say we've got another one. Let's go down here. Let's go to service booking again, and let's call this one advanced haircut. And then we'll select Mike again here as the staff member. Let's call this one advanced haircut normal, just one that's not taken. Let's say this one takes 45 minutes instead of 30. It's a little bit longer. Let's say the time is, Monday through Friday, whatever, confirm that. And then let's do one more. I just want to show you we can create these group calendars that you can plug onto your client site that look pretty cool. So next one we'll do like haircut plus shave. And then we'll add Mike to this. We'll call this haircut plus shave, or let's do haircut, shave, advanced. Let's say this one takes 1 hour instead of, this one takes a little bit longer, Monday through Friday. You guys get the gist of it. So we've created 3 different calendars now, and now we can create calendar groups. So I'm going to click new group. I'm going to call this group ABC Barber Services, because these are all the different types of services they might offer. You can put a description if you want. We're going to make this Neo as the widget type, and then we'll just call this ABC Barber Services, just like that. And then we'll go ahead and create this calendar group. Now we can go back to our calendars and we can add them to this group. So haircut plus shave, let's go ahead and click here, more options, move to group, and then let's select our ABC Barber Services. So we're adding a calendar here to that group. The next one is going to be our haircut one here. Let's go ahead and add that one to our group that we just created. And then we have haircut plus shave, and then we did, might be on page 2, advanced haircut. We'll go ahead and add that one, move that to our group of ABC Barber Services. All right, so now we have this ABC Barber Services group, and we can create a group calendar for these different services. And so what we can do, we're actually going to go to ABC Barber Group, and we're going to click Share Group, and then we're going to click Embed Code, and then we're going to click Copy. So we're copying the embed code of this ABC Barber Services. We added 3 different types of calendars to it. And now if we go to our website, I'm going to pull up a barbershop website that we have here really quick, barber, and then let's just go to this barbershop template that we have already built out. And then let's go to our booking page. Let's say we built a booking page on the website, and that's where we want to put this calendar. Naturally, we'll go on the booking page. Once we're on the booking page, this one already has a calendar, but we want to do not just a single calendar like this, but a group calendar where we can see different types of appointments. So we're going to click here. We're going to click the little trash can, and then we're going to click add element. For this one, we're going to do a code block, just like that, and because this is going to be code we just copied from our calendar group. And then we're going to click open code editor, and then we're going to paste in that code that we just copied of the calendar group. Then we're going to go ahead and save it. It won't pop up here in editing mode when you're editing the site, but if you click save and then preview, this little eyeball button at the top right, then it'll pull up a preview of our website, and the calendar group will look like, I don't think I saved it. So let's go ahead and click save real quick, and then we'll go ahead and preview it again, and it'll look like this. So it'll have our 3 different types of haircuts: haircut plus shave, advanced haircut, and haircut. So we can actually put pictures on these as well, which I'll show you. I'll go back in a second and show you how to do, but you can put a picture with each of them, and you can select there. So I want the advanced, haircut plus shave, 1 hour long. Then I want to select Mike. So we could have had multiple staff members here. So if there's multiple different barbers you can pick from your barber, I'll just select Mike because he's the only option, which we can also put a headshot there of Mike. We can select our time. So we want to go Friday at 3:45 p.m. And then we have to fill in our details: first name, last name, email, phone number. Like I said, you can connect payment here, so it'll require them to pay if you want them to, and then schedule that meeting. And so that's how you can add those group calendars like this that pop up on your client's website with all their different types of appointments. And if I wanted an advanced haircut, then I could go book with Mike again and get an advanced haircut. So you can pick your different types of haircuts you want, or whatever services your client offers. But if you want to add a picture to these, you'll just go back, you'll go to the calendar settings here, and then you'll open up each individual calendar. Under the calendar settings, you can add a picture. So if we go to the haircut plus shave calendar, it's going to be under the advanced settings. We didn't go into the advanced settings earlier. It's right here under customization, service cover image. So this is the one I was talking about. Basically, we want to throw it here, then save this. And now if we refresh the website, it'll show my face right here next to the haircut plus shave. So you can add your own little card there. So like, obviously this one could be like somebody getting their beard shaved. This one would be somebody getting their haircut. And this one, you have different pictures for each one. That's how the calendars work on the smart websites. Now, the next thing I want to show you is going to be under the sites tab. And then just on the websites in general, typically a really effective way to get leads is going to be putting a button at the top that says call now or call us. This one earlier right here, this phone button, you can create a button, and this is actually a button. So if somebody's on mobile, on their mobile phone on this website, they can click this number and it's technically a button, and it'll just call up the business. It'll pop up with a little thing at the bottom with the phone number, and they just click call, and then it'll call the business. So it makes it really quick for you to leads to call into this business to this phone number. To add one of those, let me go back to our Reliable Landscaping website. We'll just go to like the home page, and then we can add that here at the top of the home page. I've already got it right here, but I just added an element and I added a button. So, click the plus sign on the orange box. If you don't have it already, you can do it as a button. Probably past it right here. You'll just do a button. This button is really green and ugly looking, but you can change the button color to be the same color as this background so that it blends in. That's what we did here. So I'll just change it to that green, and now it blends in. We'd have to right align it. So at the top here, it's going to be under styles. So you can switch over from general to styles. And then right here, we could right align the button, and then we can make it a phone call button by going back to general, scroll to the bottom here. Right here, we would want to have the link to, we would do call. And then we can plug a phone number in here. So we can plug in this business owner's phone number, 4893, just like that. And then we can also change what the button says. Right now it says click to sign up, but we can change it to say call us. Plug in the number right there. So now you've got a button. Doesn't look like a button, but it is. When somebody clicks on it, it'll call that business up. It's just a really good way to get leads. People calling in. A lot of people don't want to go and fill out a form or even message on a chat, which they just want to talk to somebody about their landscaping plans or their needs of what they're looking for. And having a call now button is super effective for getting leads and clients. So those are our main lead captures that we can put on our website. We can also put the email here, and this can also be clickable, and it'll open up someone's email inbox. You can do a button like that as well. So instead of the call function at the bottom for this one, we would create a button that says our email. Instead of call, the button will link to email address, and then it'll just pull up an email so people can send a quick email. And so usually the more options for people to submit their info and for you to capture lead on the website, the better. So the chat widget, the form, the calendar system, the call us button, and the email are going to be the main 5 lead captures you're going to put on all of your clients' websites, so they've got the best chance of getting leads through their site. Once we've put these different lead captures onto the website, we'll want to hook up some automations and AI to them so that our clients' leads get nurtured on autopilot. And it also just gives us something to demo for our prospects when we show them these smart website examples. Our first automation that we can hook up to our client's smart website that'll send a text and an email is after the form is submitted. So when people fill in their information here, you can have an automated text and email saying, hey, thanks for filling out the form on our website. Someone will be with you shortly. Just something to let people know that they'll be helped. They don't want to fill out a form and then get ghosted and never heard from again. You want to make sure to let people know that you're going to reach out to them, that you'll take care of it and help them out. So we're going to set that up under the automation. Automation is kind of where you can go crazy with GoHighLevel. Like you can create crazy different automations and do some awesome things here, but we're just going to start from scratch. I'm going to show you how to build this one out from scratch. We'll just call this one form. Let's call it website form submission. I've already got it there. Website form submission. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Every automation has to have a trigger event. There's all these different things in GoHighLevel that can trigger off an automation to start, but the one we're going to be using is called form. Let's go back over the form submitted. And then we have to click add filter here. We have to specify that the form is, because we can have many different forms in our account, right? Connected to different places. So we need to tell the automation which form it is that's being submitted. We were working on the generic contact form earlier. So let's select that one and click save trigger. So now our automation has a trigger. That's what we'll start it off, is when somebody goes to this website here and submits this form. Next up, we want to send them a text message, right? But maybe we don't want to send them a text message right as they're submitting it, because that might look a little bit automated. So we can do a wait step first, and we can add let's do just like a 1 minute wait step. So it'll just be a time delay of 1 minute here. Save that. We can then send our text message and our email. So we'll send an SMS. And the cool thing about HighLevel is we can use custom values. So we can say, hey, and then we can click this little tag called custom values. And then we can go to contact first name. It won't look like this when it sends. When it actually sends, it'll put in the first name of the person that they filled in on this form. So it'll automatically populate their name. Hey, John, thanks for submitting the form on our website, blah, blah, blah. Somebody will reach out to you shortly, or you could ask him a question to try to get a conversation started with them. And all of these text messages that come in will go right into the conversations tab inside of GoHighLevel. And then also your clients will get access to a mobile app where they can manage all of the leads coming in from their website and all the conversations that have been started with them. You can send that text. It's not finished, right? But you guys get the gist of it. You can type whatever you want, send that out to them automatically. Then we can also send, an email here, send email. We can do, the from name, whatever the name of the business owner is. We could do like John from ABC Landscaping, just like that. And then the from email could be like ABC, or it could be John at abclandscaping.com. You can put in really any email you want right here. It doesn't matter. This is just a masking email, so it'll make it look like it's coming from this email, even though we set up a different email system in GoHighLevel. Subject line is like website form submission or something like that, just so they know, this is going to be the subject line of the email that they receive. And then you can type out the email again using custom values. Hey, contact, first name, we saw you submitted your form. There's a lot of different custom values. So on this form, we have this field that's like, how many square feet is your yard? If that's what this form is about, is getting information on pricing for like their yard, their lawn maintenance maybe. And we can say, we saw that your lawn is, and then you can use a custom value. You'll go under contact, scroll to the bottom, go to custom fields, and then you can say how many square feet is your yard. This is the one we created that we put on that form earlier. We can do how many square feet is your yard, and it'll paste in the answer that they put in right here. So when they type in on this form that their yard is 1,000 square feet, that email will say 1,000 square feet. Hey John, we saw your lawn is 1,000 square feet. We'll be back shortly. I'll reach out shortly with a quote. It just looks very personalized now because we're actually referring in the email and the text to things that they mentioned on this form. And so the more customized, the more personalized you can get with each lead, the better chance you have of converting them. So that's how to do a simple form submission automation. You can also add the same thing here. We could do our chat widget as a trigger. So we can have multiple, it's not going to be chat widget, it's called customer replied, and it's going to be reply channel is the chat widget. So if somebody sends us a message through this little chat widget window on our website, we can also add that as a trigger event. So whether they come in through our form here or they message us on the chat widget, either way, they'll get that text message and then they'll get that email that we were typing out. It didn't save, so let me go back and do that again. But anyway, John at abclandscaping.com, whatever. Subject line, hello, saw your form submission. Hey, you just have to make sure to save it and then it will show up there. So that's how you do a quick automation that just follows up with any leads that come through the form or through the chat widget on the website. Now we can also do an automation for appointment booking. So if somebody comes to the appointment booking page on the site and they book an appointment, so let's say they go through, pick their time and day, and this is just like a 15-minute consultation call, let's say, for their, like, to talk more about the landscaping project that they're looking to hire this company for. When they fill in their information here and book an appointment for Monday at 8 a.m., we can create an automation for that. So if you wanted this one, you'd go ahead and save the one we're just working on, publish it as well, make sure it's published, and then the automation will start running. I'm just going to ditch this one because this is just for educational purposes to show you guys. We'll just do another one, start from scratch. And this one's going to be called appointment booked, just like that. And then the trigger event will be appointment status. I like to use this one here. And then event type, normal, add another filter, in calendar. And then you could select from your different calendars. Earlier, we created these haircut calendars, but for a landscaping business, we're going to use this landscaping calendar that we created, right? We will do appointment status is confirmed. So those are the three filters you need to add for this automation to trigger off properly. All three of these just are basically exactly what I just showed you here. Them booking their appointment, it automatically confirms it. That's what the trigger event, save that. So now you got your trigger that'll trigger off the automation. And then you can send an SMS or an email or both. Let's just say we're going to send just an email notification that they booked. So we'll do from name, whoever the name of the business owner is or who the appointment's going to be with. Let's say the ABC Landscaping business owner's name is John. From email, abclandscaping.com, whatever. I'm just making stuff up at this point. We'll just call this one booking confirmation because they just booked. So they're going to get this email as soon as they submit that booking. And then we can use some custom values here that'll help them out. So we can say, hey, and contact, first name, hey, John, just got your booking for, and then we can use another custom value and go to appointments start date time. So it'll put in the day and the time they booked. So it'll say, just got your appointment for 8 a.m. on Monday, July 14th. So it'll put all that in there. You don't even have to, you just use that one custom value, start date time, and that'll fill it all in. Then you could do time zone too, but if the business is only in one state, that doesn't really matter. They'll know it's what time zone it is. Excited to chat then. And then you can sign off at the bottom, John. That's how you can send automated emails. That's just like the first one, right? But let's say like an hour before the appointment, we want to send to this customer that booked, or this lead that booked, we want to send them a reminder email as well. So then we can send another email. This one, instead of a time delay, it's going to be an event/appointment time delay. And we want to do it before 1 hour. 1 hour before, that's how much it's going to wait. 1 hour before our appointment starts, we're then going to send another email. And we're going to say, from John at ABC Landscaping, John at abc.com, subject line, appointment reminder, because this one's an hour before, so it's just a quick reminder. And then we'd put the lead's name, hey, contact, first name, whoever booked the appointment, hey, John, hey, James, just a quick reminder for our appointment today in 1 hour. And then you could do time, so like in 1 hour, and then you could do appointment start time, so it'll be like in 1 hour, and then in parentheses you can throw this whole thing in parentheses, and it'll put the time that it's starting, like let's say 4 p.m. or 8 a.m. or whatever we booked on this calendar here. And then I'll give you a ring, then talk soon, something like that. Go ahead and save that. So now we've got an email confirmation when they book. An hour before the appointment, they're getting another email. And then maybe we want to send a text as well, just to remind them as well. Some people don't check their emails as much. Hey, and then let me just copy this one. Go back to this email before. I'll just copy the same message from this one, and then we'll send it as a text as well to that lead. Boom. Now we've got a full email or calendar booking automation, from booking confirmation to reminders. That's how you will create these booking automations. Now, if this was a barbershop, when somebody books, they're going to go in, they're going to get their haircut, and then maybe after the appointment happens, maybe that barbershop wants to send an automated text message to the lead or the customer, hey, thanks for coming in earlier for your haircut. We'd be honored if you'd leave a Google review. And so they want to send a Google review automated text. In this case, this is just like a call to talk about the project, so it wouldn't really make sense for this one. But for like a barbershop or a salon where someone comes in, they're leaving an hour later, we can fully automate the Google review requests that send out afterwards. We'll just do another wait step here, and we'll do event/appointment time. And instead of before, we can change this to after. So after the appointment, let's say it's like 2 hours later. So 2 hours after that person comes in for their haircut at a barbershop, we can then send them a review request. And so we can select this option here, which this will sync up to Google Business Profile. GoHighLevel integrates. And so if the Google Business Profile is integrated, it'll generate the Google review link here, and we can select it to be sent as a text. Override link view. We can just leave that, no override, that's fine. And then click save. So now an hour after, or 2 hours after, sorry, that's what our wait step said, right? It's like 2 hours after, this customer now that got their haircut or whatever business it is will get a Google review request. Hey, thanks for coming in earlier. You can set up what that message says right here under reputation settings. You have to set it up in like a different part of the software, but you can change the message to say whatever you want. We'd be honored if you'd leave a review. We'd be thankful if you'd leave a review, whatever you want to say in that message, but you can customize that and send a Google review text message right here. Like I said earlier, for like your low ticket appointment business, like a barber or a nail salon, we can fully automate their process on their smart website. Their clients book through the calendar. They're getting all the automated email and email text reminders before the appointment. And 2 hours after the appointment, they're getting the Google review request, helping this business automate everything from A to Z. That's literally these small ticket appointment-based businesses' entire business is just booking appointments. People will come in, and then Google reviews will help them out a lot and help them rank higher on Google. And we've automated that all for them with this simple automation right here. And this is just a very simple automation. You can get really crazy. As you saw here, when you add different things, there's so many options of things you can automate here inside of GoHighLevel. That's just kind of like a basic rundown of everything there. Then you would publish this, and then you save it, and that automation will now be running. Next up on our smart websites, we can hook up an AI chatbot to this chat widget right here that will message back and forth with customers. It'll be trained on the business, and it'll know everything about the business. It'll be able to answer questions that people ask live within like a split second. It can respond back like it's chatting with them in real time. Let me show you a brief overview. They're really easy to set up. You'll just go under this AI agents section here on the left. You'll go to conversation AI, and then right here you can create your bot. So you'll just click create bot. You'll create a prompt based paste bot from right there. I'll just pull up mine to kind of show you how I set it up. It'll have these 4 tabs right here. Bot settings, you can name it. I just called mine landscaping bot. You'll make sure to select live chat because that's like the type of chat widget we use, is a live chat widget here on our website. Autopilot mode, I just do wait time before responding 5 seconds. It's pretty fast. It'll reply really quickly. 25 message total maximum. If we jump in manually and reply before the AI chatbot does, then the bot will go to sleep for 2 hours while we, handle the situation with the lead or whatever. So bot training, we can create these knowledge bases. So I'm going to click create new. I'll just call this like landscaping knowledge base, and you can put a description, whatever. I'll just go ahead and create it. And then these knowledge bases are basically an area where you can train this bot on everything about the business. One of the coolest features of it though is this web crawler. It can crawl any website you plug into it. So I'll just click web crawler right here, and it's asking for a domain. We can take our client's website. Let's say this is their published website right here. I'll just take them to the home page. I'll plug in this link, and it'll scrape the entire website. It'll crawl the entire website, train itself on everything that it can find on the website, and then it'll be trained. It's fetching all the pages right now that it finds, and then it'll be fully trained on this client's website, and all you have to do is give it the website link. So you don't even have to train it manually or plug in, FAQs right here. You can plug in your own FAQs if you'd like, and you can say, if somebody asks this question, I want you to answer in this way. So you'll plug in questions and answers, save that. But the web crawler in 99% of cases is sufficient, and it'll train itself on this entire website and be able to handle questions going forward. Now it does take a minute to fetch all the pages. It could take like a few minutes, so it's like crawling actively right now. But once it's done, it'll say like complete or finished, and just like that, trained. And so now the bot is fully trained on the pages of our website that we gave it in the web crawler. And so now we can use this landscaping knowledge base to train our bot. So we'll go back to our AI agents, conversational AI, we'll open up our bot, and we'll go to bot training. And then you can select our knowledge base right here, landscaping knowledge base. And now it's going to be trained based on that knowledge base. We can go ahead and save that. You can test the bot right here. You can also test it live on the website once you're finished as well. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and save it. And then bot goals, you can have the bot, you can prompt it with your own prompt right here with whatever you want it to say to people, or you can have it ask qualifying questions to leads. You can have it book appointments with people, and it'll actually pull from the calendar availability in GoHighLevel and book people onto an appointment, which is really crazy. There's a lot of different things you can do here, but appointment booking school, or you can just do a general Q&A bot that it just answers questions, and people stop asking questions, then it stops. So that's how you create these bots, super easy. And once you've built them out, you can then, we already set it up here where it's attached to our live chat. You'll just turn it on autopilot mode, and then we can go test it out. I'll say like, do you offer hardscaping? And you can see it says 1 moment. In like 5 seconds, it'll start like chatting like with little bubbles, just like that. And then it's coming up with a response. We trained it on this website here. I don't know if this website offers hardscaping. Oh yeah, it does. See right here on the site, it says hardscaping outdoor living spaces. So now the bot says, yep, we offer hardscaping. We can create patios, fire pits, and other outdoor living spaces to add both function and style to your property. It's pretty cool. It pulled probably some of that from this description right here, but it's really cool because now you don't have to have a human going and responding to people leads that come through the website. You have this bot that works 24/7 and can answer questions all the time. It can even book people in for appointments right here through this chat window. And then the next AI feature, and the last one that I'll show you, I showed you a few automations you can hook up. First, AI chatbot, but GoHighLevel also has an AI voice assistant that'll chat with you on the phone. It'll pick up incoming calls. It'll help people answer their questions, and it can book them in for appointments, but it's conversational. It's pretty crazy. I'll show you how to create those real quick, and then I'll show you a demo of how it sounds. But you go under AI agents right here, and then you'll go to voice AI. This one's the one that actually can talk on the phone with people, and you'll click create agent, and you'll just go through this process. You'll name it. You'll put in the business name of your client, the language. There's these different voices you can choose from. So let me play this one for an example.
Hey, Worldly 11 Labs friends, let's talk. Let's have a conversation about anything. My name's Jessica, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you.
I don't know if I like that one, but let's see what Clyde sounds like. There's tons of different voices you can choose from, but let me try Clyde real quick.
Sharing kindness is like a gentle breeze, spreading warmth everywhere.
Yeah, he sounds annoying too. Let's try Apple Quirky.
I'm that hip chick that hangs out while you fold laundry. I might even fold along with you. Just ask nicely.
Let me try this Chill Phil. I think I'll like Chill Phil. I don't know if I like those other ones.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, lived a peaceful AI that loved to meditate, relax, and lovingly plan for all of human annihilation.
That was pretty smooth. I don't know, but you guys can, you're bound to find one that you do like eventually. Anyone, the recommended ones are usually going to be the best, and you'll just go ahead and select the voice you want, your time zone. This is for appointment booking, so it knows like which time zone we're supposed to be booking in. And then you can have the agent's initial message whenever somebody calls in. The bot will pick up and say, hey, you've reached WebJuice websites, or you've reached ABC Landscaping. How can we help you today? We'll just go to next. We can also select those knowledge bases, so we can feed it our landscaping knowledge base that we created already. And then we can say contact details that we want the bot to collect from people. So we want them to grab their name and probably their email. We're already getting their phone number because they're calling in with their phone number, so it'll already store that as the lead. But this AI agent is now capturing leads and storing them into GoHighLevel under the contact section just by chatting with them through the phone. It's pretty wild. We'll just do name and email here. We'll just do all admins. We'll click next. And then it's going to take us to, I think, the training section where we can train it and give it like a specific prompt of how we want it to like handle the conversation with the leads. I'm going to preview this for you here in a minute, or demo it for you so you guys can hear what it sounds like. So I'm not just like telling you about it, but you can actually hear a real life example of it. Let me pull up my phone because I've got one hooked up for my own agency. All right, and then I just pulled up mine real quick. I was working on the other one, but I just figured it'd be easier to show you all on mine. So then you'll go under like agent goals, and you can give it like you can switch to advanced mode, and you can give it like your own prompt, and you can feed it with information you want it to ask people, qualifying questions you want it to ask. You can have it transfer to specific people in the business, and it can transfer the call to like a real person if someone doesn't want to talk with the AI. I'm going to demo you mine really quick. I'm just going to call the number on mine and show you guys kind of how it sounds. I think I have like a guy that's like British on mine. Let me give it a call real quick to show you guys what it sounds like.
Dash.
Hey, this is Bob. Can I ask who's calling?
This is Jasper.
Oh, hey, Jasper. What can I do for you today?
I was looking to get a website, a smart website built for my business, my landscaping business.
Got it. Our smart websites are perfect for landscaping businesses. They look amazing, rank high on Google to attract more customers, and even capture leads automatically with forms, chat widget, and AI agents like me. Plus, you can manage everything from a mobile app, leads, appointments, invoices, the works. Would you like me to send you a link to check an example of what we've built? Or maybe book a call with one of our team members to dive deeper?
Sure, yeah. So you can send me a link.
All right, I just sent you the link. Take a look when you get a chance. These smart websites are game changers. Would you like to book a call with one of our team members to explore getting one set up for your business?
No, I'll just look at the link you sent me, and then I'll reach back out if I'm interested.
Sounds good. Feel free to call me back if you have any questions or need help. Have a great day.
So, I mean, you guys get the gist of it. It talks back and forth, answers questions, sends links, right? Under the agent goals, you can have it send, a website link, send text messages as it's on the phone. So it can be like texting you a resource, or you can have it book appointments with people. So mine sends a booking link text here that I've set up. You can get really customized with them. They're pretty easy to follow. And then you just hook up the number in your GoHighLevel account that you want it to work on. You can also enable it as the backup. So if you want to enable it as a backup, people will call you and it'll go to you first as the business owner. But then if you want the bot to be the secondary, then if you can't pick up, you decline the call, then it will call your bot and the bot will help people, but you'll be the first person it will ring. I like it to just answer most every call. So we just toggle that off and let it handle every single call that comes in. But if like the business owner wants to be the first line of defense for calls, then they can do that as well. So super easy to set up. And once it's done, you pick the number right here, you save that, and then it'll start working. Really easy setup. And those are like the different AI and automations that you can hook up, which make our websites smart websites. That's why we call them smart websites, because now they have AI voice assistant picking up phone calls that come in. It's got the AI chatbot here. And then we've got automations that are nurturing our leads, sending them text and emails when people fill out a form or book an appointment. And so that's why we call them smart websites, and we can really sell them as a new service that hasn't really been around in the past. Now that we know how to assemble our smart websites, we'll want to build 3 of them to show to our potential clients. So if our niches that we chose are landscapers, pest control companies, and pool builders, then we'll want to build a smart website template for each of them so that we have something ready to show prospects. But once you have those 3 smart website templates built out, we're now ready to start reaching out to businesses and landing clients. And there are a few best methods that I've found for outreach to clients that are most effective. The first method for finding clients is what I like to call the good old Google Maps method. You'll go to Google Maps, you'll type in the niche that you're going to be reaching out to. I typed in landscaping near me, and then you'll just start going down the list. You'll find the ones that have no website, don't have this little like website icon. So this first one would be a perfect candidate to reach out to. They've got some Google reviews, which means they've probably been in business for some time. They've got good reviews, but they just don't have a website connected to their Google business profile, which is a good indicator to us that they probably don't have a website. So we can just find their phone number right here. The script that we'll use when we call them up is this script right here. I say, hey, they'll pick up the phone. They'll say, hey, this is John with it. The first method for finding clients is what I like to call the good old Google Maps method. You'll go to Google Maps, you'll type in the niche that you're going to be reaching out to. I typed in landscaping near me, and then you'll just start going down the list. You'll find the ones that have no website, don't have this little like website icon. So this first one would be a perfect candidate to reach out to. They've got some Google reviews, which means they've probably been in business for some time. They've got good reviews, but they just don't have a website connected to their Google business profile, which is a good indicator to us that they probably don't have a website. So we can just find their phone number right here. The script that we'll use when we call them up is this script right here. I say, hey, they'll pick up the phone. They'll say, hey, this is John with ABC Landscaping, whatever. You say, hey, John, this is Jasper from WebJuice. How are you? The reason I'm calling is because I built y'all a new smart website for your landscaping business, and I wanted to show it to you. Are you the one that's in charge of the marketing stuff, or is that somebody else? And they'll say, oh, I'm the owner. Yeah, I'm in charge. Or no, it's not. If it's like a receptionist, then you want to try to get on the phone with the right person. And then perfect. We work with other landscapers like you guys to get them more customers through our smart websites. Would you be available to check out the website we built for you really quick on a Zoom call? So I like to try to book them in right then and there and jump on a call with them same day, like right as I'm talking to them. I have a Zoom link ready to go. I can send it to them. And if they're available, awesome. But a lot of people are like, I'm not available right now. I'm out doing a job. I'm busy. So you could say, no worries. Would later today or sometime tomorrow work for you? You'd want to try to book them in within a close vicinity. You don't want to book them out a week out because the chance of them canceling will go up drastically if they book out a week from now, or even just 3 or 4 days out. The chance of them canceling goes up for every day that you book it out. You want to try to book them in same day or next day if possible. And then from there, awesome. Be on the lookout for the Zoom link to your phone number and email. So you'll basically just text them and email them the Zoom link once you book them in, which is hooked up to your automated booking system, right? When you book people in, it'll automatically text them and email them those links from our automations that I showed you how to set up earlier. Just kind of set expectations at the end of the call. Awesome. And the purpose of the Zoom meeting is just to show you guys the smart website and see if it would benefit y'all and continue the conversation if it's a good fit. If not, we can part ways. How does that sound? Is that cool with you? Just kind of set expectations. Hey, we're not going to try to force something down your throat that you don't need. We're going to see if it's a good fit. If not, we can part ways. Just make it sound very low pressure so that they don't get scared to show up to that Zoom call. A lot of businesses just feel like they're going to be sold and that they're going to be like in a hard close. You're going to be trying to push it onto them even if they don't need it. But you just kind of be honest with them. Hey, if you don't need it, awesome. That's fine. We can part ways. And at the end, cool. Looking forward to chatting with you. Have a great day. So this script, I formed this script with a guy who works for $1 billion software company. He's worked with thousands of sales reps and he's made like 10,000 cold calls over the past few years himself. And so we formed this script kind of off of their script that they use at their software company that does over $1 billion a year. This is going to be the best script that you can follow for cold calling or some variation of this. You don't have to go word for word what I showed you here, but just some variation of this. We built you a website, wanted to show it to you, and then we're going to use those templates that we built out earlier in the training as that website that we're going to show them when we jump on that Zoom call with them. So that's the Google Maps method. And you don't just have to call businesses with no website. You can also call ones with websites. In fact, I've landed more clients that have a website than the ones that haven't had a website at all. You'll just want to take a quick peek at their website and see if it's good or not. Like this one we actually looked at earlier in this training, not a very good website. So this is definitely a candidate I would call. And instead of saying that we saw that you didn't have a website and we built you a new one, we'll just say, hey, we built you a new and improved smart website for your business. They help you get more customers. They help you automate your business using AI and automation, and they help you save time as well. We would love to show it to you. We already built it out, like I said. Are you available later today or tomorrow to jump on a quick 15 or 20 minute Zoom call and I could show you the smart website and see if it'll help you guys out? Something really simple like that. So you'll want to call ones with websites and ones without websites. Like don't just skip the ones with websites. Check out their site. If their site looks awesome, you can just skip over. Probably isn't worth it to call them, but a lot of them just have terrible looking websites as we showed at the very beginning of this video. And so call them up. It's super effective. Cold calling is one of like the most tried and true methods of outreach, and people are just scared to do it. You can stand out and you can be the one that's making the cold calls, and you can land a lot of clients from this cold calling. The statistics on it are as follows here on the screen. So if you make 100 cold calls, you'll get about 20 people picking up the phone and answering. Out of those 20, you can book about 2 of them. So like 1 out of every 10 people you talk to, you can book in for an appointment. appointment. Out of those 2, one of them will show up to the Zoom call. So like show rates are about 50% on average when you're cold calling, which isn't great, but that's just the way it is. Out of that one showed prospect, if you can close around 30 to 40% of them, then you, out of 100 cold calls, you won't even close one client. So you really need to make, what this is saying here is like 200 to 300 cold calls in order to close that one client. Anyway, it's just a numbers game. You can make 300 cold calls over 3 days super easily. You could probably do that in 2 days, and you could be landing multiple clients a week just from cold calling, but most people won't do it just because they're scared. So don't be that person. Jump out of your comfort zone, start making cold calls, and you'll 100% get clients from it. Next up, for the people who maybe don't like cold calling as much, even if you don't, like I said, still do it. It's very effective. But there's another method here. I like to call it the free Facebook group method. You'll join a bunch of free Facebook groups in your area. So this one's like a Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group. It's not a business group. It's just like a local town group. Idaho Falls is a town that's like 15 minutes south of where I live. We join these groups, find them there. This one has 84,000 members. That's a lot of people in this group. And you'll join them, and then you'll post in them. And what I like to call the free website post. So I'm going to go to one of the posts that I made recently in this group earlier this year and show you what happens when you make these posts. This is what my post said. For my Idaho Falls business owners, do you or anyone you know need a free website? No strings attached. All I ask for is to feature you and your business in one of my YouTube videos so I can show the process of how we help. Comment below or PM me if you or someone you know could benefit from this. So I'm giving away a free website, right? And you might be asking, how are you going to get paid clients from this? I'll show you. From this one free website that I'm going to be giving out, it's just kind of like, I want to find warm leads from this, right? So I want to find people that need a website. And basically all these people have raised their hand saying, I need a website. You know, I sent you a DM. I would love one. I'm interested. So all these people are super interested in a free website for their business, but I'm only going to build one of them a free website. I didn't promise all of them a free website. I'm just going to do one free website. I have like one person here from this group that I'll pick, and I'll legitimately build them a free website. I won't charge them a setup fee. I won't charge them a monthly fee. I'll literally give them a free website, something basic, right? Maybe like a 3 to 5 page website, just something to kind of get their business going, help them out. You as the business owner can decide these things because you own the business, you own the agency, so you can give away free websites if you want. But now, after I pick that free website winner, I have like 20 other people here that have commented as well that have said, I need a website. And so what I'll do is I'll DM each of them on Facebook Messenger right here, and I'll say, hey, we already chose the person for the free website. I saw that you commented on my post, but we'd be happy to build your website for a discounted price since you commented on the post. And so you'll still get paying clients from this post. You'll do the free website, but then on average for every post that I make like this, I've gotten 2 paid website clients as well as doing the free one. So I'll get 3 total website builds. One is the free, and then I'll get 2 paying clients from it as well. So it's really cool because you can give away a free website, help your community, and you can also get paying clients and make money at the same time. This is the free website post that works extremely well. Copy this. You guys don't have to say feature you in a YouTube video like I did because you might not have a YouTube channel, but you could say, you know, all I ask for in return is just a good positive testimonial video from you if you like the website that we built for you. Just something like that. You know, make it sound like, hey, I am getting something out of this. It's a good review from you, a good positive testimonial from you. So there is something in it for me, but I am giving away this free website. This is a really, really good way to get clients and just connect with a lot of people in your area that are business owners that need a website done for their business or just needs a new one done. So that's the free website post. The next one, if you're the type of person that likes to meet with people in person, you like to network in your town, every town has a Chamber of Commerce website. So this is a town called Rexburg, Idaho, which is just like 15 minutes north of me. And they have a really good Chamber of Commerce where they do lots of events. So I'm on their website here. I just typed in like Rexburg Chamber of Commerce, found their website, went to their calendar. And almost every town has one of these calendars here where they'll show different events that they're doing throughout the month. I'm going to look on this calendar right here on July 3rd. Looks like, so July 3rd, which is already passed, they did a July networking night from 5 to 7. That's just a night where a lot of business owners will come meet up, network with each other, chat with each other, make connections with each other. So a great opportunity to meet business owners in your area. And face-to-face. Face-to-face is the best way to sell. It's so easy because you can connect with somebody immediately. You can actually shake their hand. You're no longer a cold caller. You're no longer just like a voice to them. You're an actual face. You've met them. Maybe you exchange business cards with them. It's so much easier to sell, and it's hard for people to say no to you when you're face-to-face with them. And so you'll go to these events and you'll just go around, shake hands, meet people, ask them about their business, and you can ask them strategic questions about their business to try to get a conversation going. It's like, yeah, you know, my name's Jasper. I build websites for businesses. We actually build these really cool smart websites that help you save time, get more customers. They actually rank on Google and help you rank above your competitors, and they'll ultimately just help you save time and make more money for your business. Or have you guys built a website recently, or are you guys getting any leads through your website? And just kind of start a conversation with the question. They'll probably be like, no, we actually aren't getting any business through our website, or we don't even have a website at all. I was actually thinking about getting one. And you just find people don't know anything about digital marketing when they're not in the digital marketing world. These like landscapers, these plumbers, these electricians, they have no idea how to even start with building a website for their business. You'll be a very interesting person for them to meet because you know digital marketing. And so that was just one example, July networking night. I'm sure there's other ones right here. July business skills a networking forum that's in a few days. Maybe I should go to that. They usually do these types of events multiple times a month, and so you can go to them, meet people. I've always gotten clients whenever I've gone to a few of these events over the last year, and I've always landed a few clients from it. Maybe not at the event, right? You're not going to like close them there at the event, but you're going to set up a call with them and say, hey, it sounds like something that could definitely benefit you. I'd love to jump on a Zoom call with you, or I'd love to come into your office and meet with, I'll even put together a smart website for you before I come in so you can see how they work and how they run, and go on into that call with them and try to close them as a client. I just usually do it all through Zoom because I've already met them face to face, so they already trust me. So then I'll jump on a Zoom call, we'll close them there. So these local events are super good. I know not everybody wants to like be the type of person that's going out shaking hands, kissing babies or whatever in their local area, but a very, very effective way to do this. And you can also do this in different ways. You can go out to different like conferences in the area and just different events, marketing events, things like that business owners are going to be at, and you can meet people there as well. That is just like the networking method, going out in your local area and meeting people, meeting business owners. And then the last method I'll show you here is a super effective method that I found when I was very first starting my agency. It's called a voicemail drop. Basically, it's like a ringless voicemail. It's a feature inside of GoHighLevel. This is the automation builder, so I just pulled up a new automation. Basically, this automation sends a voicemail that I've pre-recorded to, you can set it up to like 500 people at once. So you basically are leaving a voicemail on 500 people's inboxes at once, which is insanely powerful. Think about it. If you could have a voicemail that sends to 500 people, how many people do you think you could close out of that? It's actually a pretty small percentage that you'll close from it, but it still works, and it's still a very automated way to do outreach. So what we'll do is we'll send them a voicemail, and we can upload that voicemail right here in GoHighLevel. So you can just something 20 or 30 seconds. Hey, this is Jasper with WebJuice. I was just calling because we built you guys a new smart website for your landscaping business. Wanted to see if we could show it to you over a quick Zoom call. If you guys are interested, feel free to text me back or call me back to this number. If you never want to hear from me again, you won't hurt my feelings. Just make a joke at the end. Hope you hear back from me soon. Thanks. Bye. So just something 20, 30 seconds. You've pitched them with the free website, but you already built them a website, right? Just like we've been doing with all of these different methods. You can send that to like 500 people at once. It'll ring on their phone one time, and then it'll go straight to their voicemail inbox. They won't even have the chance to pick up the phone because it just rings like really quickly and then goes to their voicemail. But what happens with this is actually very few people will go and listen to your voicemail and call you back super interested in the website you built for them. It doesn't happen like that, but because it rings on their phone one time, it'll show to these prospects, these 500 people that you've sent this voicemail out to, it also shows 500 missed calls on their phone, or each one of them will see a missed call on their phone from a random number, and they will call you back thinking that you're a potential customer of their business, and they won't even listen to the voicemail because maybe their voicemail inbox was completely full and you couldn't even receive the voicemail, but they'll see that missed call. What this method does is it gets you a ton of people calling you. A lot of business owners will call you back saying, hey, we missed a call from you. How can we help? This is ABC Landscaping. And then you'll say, oh yeah, this is Jasper. I left you guys a voicemail earlier. I don't know if you got that. And they'll be like, no, we didn't really hear the voicemail yet. No worries. The reason I was calling you is because we built y'all a new website for your landscaping business and we wanted to show it to you. It's a smart website. It'll help you rank above all your competitors. They look awesome. It'll help you get more leads, and it'll save time with AI and automation. Would love to show it to you sometime later today or tomorrow if you've got 15 minutes over Zoom. These people will now be the one calling you, so you no longer have to do the cold calling like I showed you earlier. Cold calling is also really, really effective, so keep doing the cold calling, but you can send these voicemail drops out. People will start calling you. Businesses will call you because they'll see a missed call on their phone, and they'll say, hey, they'll think you're a lead, but then you spin it back on them and you're like, hey, actually, we have this website we built for you. And I've just noticed the conversations go a lot like more smoothly whenever people are the ones calling you, because now their guard is a lot lower. You're no longer the one that called them and cold called them, and so their guard is down. The conversations flow smoother, and I've just noticed I can book a lot higher percentage when somebody calls me versus when I call them for that appointment. I can book them at a much higher percentage. You can also go one step further with these voicemail drops, and you can send a text message to them as well that says, hey, this is Jasper. I left you a voicemail about the website we built for your landscaping business. Here's the link to the website, and you could actually send them the link to that landscaping website. Let me know if you're interested in selling this one for super cheap. So you could have like a follow-up text. So they're going to see a missed call on their phone, they're going to get the voicemail, and now they're getting a text message from you all within a second. And you can send these out to, like I said, 500 people at once. You just have to get your lists of leads. I use a guy on Fiverr. His name's Ahmed. I'll actually link him down below, so if you guys are interested in getting leads, you can buy leads from him on like a CSV file, then you can upload them into GoHighLevel and then send out these voicemail drops to that list of leads, whatever niche they are. And you can create a campaign that's super simple, just a voicemail drop and then a text message to them, and it triggers off with a tag. So you just add a tag on all these leads in bulk. You just put the voicemail drop tag on 500 of them, and it'll send that for all 500 of them this voicemail drop, this text message. So very, very effective way to get clients as well. The voicemail drops, the going to your local events, the Facebook group method here. These are all things, this post right here on Facebook takes 2 minutes to make. And while you post this, you're just posting it and waiting for people to comment. You can be cold calling. You can be sending out voicemail drops. You can wait for your next event in your area. You can do a mix of all of these things. And if you do, and if you're putting in at least a few hours a day into these different methods, you will 100% land clients. And within a 6-month period, if it's your goal to quit your 9-to-5 job, you can 100% do that with just a few hours extra, 2 to 3 hours a day outside of your 9-to-5 job if you're working a day job right now. So these different methods are the best that I found. There are other methods of doing outreach like cold email, or you can DM businesses on Facebook or on Instagram and send them a cold DM. It's like, hey, we built your website, wanted to see if we could send it to you. These ones here that I'm showing you are the best and most effective that I've found that have worked over the past 3 years and are still working to this day for so many people that I've worked with and helped grow their agencies. So reaching out to prospects is one thing, but getting them to pay you, also known as sales, is another battle. But don't worry, over the past 3 years, I've crafted a simple 3-step sales framework that allows me to land clients at a 40% close rate. Before I jump into the first phase of my 3-step closing framework, I like to ask the prospect, hey, is there anyone else from your business that should be on this call to hear more about our smart website services? I just want to make sure that everybody from the business that needs to be there, needs to hear about this, is on the call, because at the end of the call, a lot of people will say, oh, I need to talk to my business partner. But if all the business partners are on the call, then they can't really give you that excuse, and they can get all the info that they need to make an informed decision by the end of the call. So you just want to make sure everybody's there. And if they're not, if they're like, oh, my business partner's not here, a lot of times it's better to rebook that call for another day when the business partner can be there. That's the first thing. If they're not there, if someone's not there, just rebook the call for another day. If everybody's there, go ahead and proceed to phase 1. Phase 1 is called the discovery phase. This is where I will start by asking the prospect, hey, is it cool if I ask you some questions about your business to see if we can help y'all out with our smart websites? We just want to make sure that we're learning about their business and actually showing some interest in their business. We don't just want to start pitching them. We want to learn a little bit more, see maybe where some of their pain points are at, to see where we can best help them. Let the rest of the pitch flow from there, from these questions. So the questions I'll ask are as follows. Are you currently generating any leads through your website? Are you currently getting any leads through digital methods like ads, SEO, or social media? What do you like about your current website if they have one, right? If they also have a website, I'll ask, what do you not like about your current website? The 5th question, do you have any website examples of competitors or other landscaping businesses that you really like? And then we'll pull those up and we'll see and just kind of talk through the other examples of websites that they really like. Do you currently use any softwares to help run your business? If so, which ones and what do they do? Are you happy with your current number of customers you have, or could you take on more? If so, what are your customer goals in the next 12 months? Do you feel like you could use more software in your business to help you get more time back? These are just kind of strategic questions. These are all questions that are focused on things that we do, right? If they're like struggling in all these different areas, then that's perfect. This is the ideal candidate for what we have to offer, which is the smart website, which is really going to help them out. But we'll just kind of note these things down, write them down, have a pen and paper in front of you while you're on the Zoom call with them, and just show them that you care and you're actually like writing down the answers to these questions you're asking them. So that's phase 1. We just want to learn about their business, see where we can help them best. And then that starts phase 2, which is the presentation phase. When we booked this call with them, we told them we built them a smart website and we wanted to show it to them. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to show them the smart website that we put together for their landscaping business or whatever niche they're in, right? So I'll share my screen, I'll pull up the smart website for the client, and then I'll say, it looks like based on the questions we just asked you, there are some areas that I think our smart website can help. I'd love to show it to you. Say, cool if I pull it up and show you what we built for you. And they'll say, yeah, awesome. So you'll pull up the smart website, which is this is like the screen share here example. We'll cover 4 main key components of our smart websites that'll help them the most. The first one is just the beautiful design. We'll show them kind of through the site and show them how awesome it looks. We want to help you get a better looking website than all the other landscapers in your area. The second thing we'll cover is SEO. We optimize all of our smart websites for SEO to help you guys rank above your competitors. You'll not only have a better looking site than your competitors, but you'll also be above them when people type in landscaping near me. We want to get you to the top of Google, which will send more traffic, more people, potential customers to your site, and get you more business and make you more money. You always want to hit on just how it's going to help them, right? Each of these points, you don't just want to say, oh yeah, we make our websites look beautiful. It's like, why is that important to them? We want to make your website look better than all of your competitors so that you guys stick out like a sore thumb and you just look like the expert in the landscaping niche in your area. It's like you want to speak to like what it's going to do for them as you're hitting on these 4 main points of our smart websites. The third is the lead capture, right? We embed the chat widget, the form, the call now button, the calendar, all these different lead captures that we're going to put on their smart website. We'll show each of them across the smart website. We are basically going to say, this will help you guys capture more leads. Giving your leads more places where they can fill in their information and, just be captured as a lead will help you guys. That segues into the 4th point, which is the AI and automation. Hey, when you get leads through these different, chat widgets, the forum, the calendar, we have automations in AI that'll follow up with these leads and text them and automatically email them and start conversations with them with our AI chatbot and our AI voice assistant that'll pick up your calls for you. So it'll just save you a ton of time for your your business, and it'll speed up the process of which your leads will turn into customers because we're getting in touch with them right away as soon as they come through your site. So those are our 4 main components we want to hit on when we are showing them our smart website example. We've pulled up the link to it. We've shown them. Awesome. And then the third phase, which is the final phase, is just pricing. We want to pull up our different pricing options here. I'll pull it up on my website. I'll go to your pricing page. Hopefully you guys have set up some sort of page like this to show people what your options are. You don't even need to show them your full website. No one cares about your website. They just want to see the pricing, right? Jump to the pricing and you'll just cover briefly each of your 3 packages. Our starter plan, growth plan, elite plan, this is what they include. You'll just kind of talk through each of the things here. And I would recommend copying mine. If you guys are going to be offering smart websites, copy what I include in each of my packages and copy my pricing as well. If you're brand new, you guys don't need to do the setup fees, right? You can just charge monthly fees to start because maybe you're not confident in charging these larger setup fees yet, but eventually you can charge large setup fees like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 just for the setup of the website, plus then a monthly subscription to keep it running and have all these other features that are tied into it. You'll just kind of cover each plan, what they offer. You'll just ask the client, based on what you guys are needing for your business, which plan do you think would be the best option for you guys to move forward with? And they'll just pick whatever plan, or at that point they might have some objections, and so you'll overcome their objections. You will try to collect payment from them, which in your case, if you're not doing the setup fees, just collect the monthly fee, the first month's fee. Say, yeah, we'll just take $197 today. That'll be charged every 30 days. And the website will be finished in about a week to 2 weeks. Usually you'll want to tell them 2 weeks because you can get it done faster, right? But you always want to under promise, over deliver. You want to say, hey, it'll take 2 weeks, but if it's done in a week, awesome. They'll be thrilled. You'll just move forward with it, whatever plan they want to go with here. You'll deliver that to them. You'll go into GoHighLevel, right? And you'll create a sub account for them from your agency account. You'll create a sub account specifically for their business, and then you'll start building their website. You'll get everything set up. Inside my free HighLevel Quest community, you guys can check my client onboarding section. I've got a full section inside my school community here under classroom. This guy fighting the volcanic dragon. Just go join my community down below this video. And this is the full client onboarding checklist right here of everything you need to do in order to onboard a client from start to finish. So I'll leave that to you guys to go check out right here. You'll just show them the pricing. You'll collect payment from them. Your client can manage all of their smart website from their mobile phone. GoHighLevel has a mobile app. It's called Lead Connector Phone. So if you go into their sub account and you go down to this section right here that's called mobile app, you can have them download this on Android or Apple, either type of phone they have. You can send them this quick link. You can type in their email here, send that invite to them. They can download it and they can do everything from their phone. So I'll just show them this quick preview right here of our mobile app. Let me zoom in on this a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit closer. But right here, they can manage their conversations. So they can, text people back. They can email people back. They can Facebook DM, Instagram DM, all from this one inbox on their phone. They can see all their appointments that have been booked through their smart website. They can send invoices to their customers after their customers have hired them and they've completed a job for them. They can connect their payment processor and send quick invoices. They can type out the amount, send it to their client, and the client pays with their card. They can see all their Google reviews that they've gotten from the automated Google review requests that we send out for them in our system. And they can just manage their leads. They can see all the new leads that have been captured right here, their names, their emails, their phone numbers. And this is just the super easy to manage app that they can download right on their phone. And they can manage pretty much everything from their smart website. All the leads are getting conversations that have been started through the AI and automations right from their phone, which makes it super easy for them. They don't even really need to log in to the desktop version of GoHighLevel like I have pulled up here. They can just do it all from their phone, which makes it really easy. You want to make it easy for your clients. You don't want to give them a software that has like millions of features and it's going to overwhelm them and confuse them. And as part of that section in my course here, I show you guys how to make sure you're not overwhelming your clients when you're onboarding them. Yeah, just make sure just push them towards the mobile app. It's so much easier, and my clients love it. They love the mobile app. They love just being able to do everything from their phone, never have to log into a computer screen and manage this like hefty software. They can, see their conversations and, their contacts and all their leads inside of here as well. So that's not a huge deal, but it is just much easier to do it all from their phone. That's the full onboarding and closing your clients at a 40% close rate. If you just follow this 3-step sales framework, it's really easy. You don't really need to memorize anything. You don't need to create some PowerPoint presentation. Just ask them good questions, show them the smart website that you built for them, and then show them pricing and collect payment. Now you know how to successfully run a smart website agency, making monthly recurring revenue while helping businesses along the way. But there's still a lot of moving parts to running an agency that I wasn't able to fully cover in this video. But down below, you can join my free HighLevel Quest community, which has my free 5-hour training inside on getting everything set up from A to Z in your smart website agency. And you can also join weekly trainings and Q&As with myself where I can help you and answer all of your questions. But other than that, thanks for watching. Peace.